The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Baylor Bears. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Bears will get us started with the opening kickoff. Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tigers offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Swings it out to his running back. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Get it out on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They've picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now first and 10 from the 47. That's caught. It's Johnson.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
The Tigers getting set on first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. The short hands, it's Pope. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, for some teams the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got... Finds a seam! Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Baylor! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast. You could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Looking to throw on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this court...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking for a gap. It's Pope. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Bears just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best play?
He'll take the deep shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Ripping through the defense.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Makes the grab. It's Pope. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. The Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Caught near the sticks. It's Pope. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Bears in the hurry up. Looking downfield on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bears!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into defense because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is going
to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Grab near the marker. It's sacked. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Pressure coming. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They go to the ground. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's sacked. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Under fire.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to...
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense picks it up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll go to the ground. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Baylor! And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Shotgun snap on third down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there calls the missed timing.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. On first down from the 13-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes one man miss. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now the toss. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. The Bears line it up with a first and goal. Trying to pound it in. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. Now on second and goal. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Bears! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Wants to throw on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball is into the open down the middle. Defense trying to take it back. Oh, Baylor! How about this defense taking one back to the house? Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Motion from the back. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Here's the pressure. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he'll be brought down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
The play-action fake. That's reeled in. It's sacked. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on 1st down. He gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4 at 2nd and 14. Under fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's sacked. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
To the air on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Pope. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Going over the top. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Complete to the right. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You can tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Works the middle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. This offense has put on a display in the 1st half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Quick strike complete. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
Going for the goal line. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown Bears! Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. They marched 79 yards on the drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Right on the money. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 for the first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quick completion to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Bears really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He'll go to the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. So they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used. Catch their physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside the... Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Flanagan. He unleashes a long one. Snags it inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Fires to the tight end. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has 1 stop. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. Nelson
scores on the sneak.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Here's the handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Here on third down for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Guys, after the missed field goal, the lead is still 23. I don't know what it is about a missed field goal that can send a bolt of energy through an opposing offense. Now they've got it at about their own 37. To the air, it's Flanagan. Sent it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off play action. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the air on third and short. A strike downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team, true to its name, as they make the grab and get the ball. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. From the gun, the running back has it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. He's got the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Offense set on first down. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Baylor! And the stomping has commenced.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
With the catch, it's Sapp. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking downfield, it's Flanagan. Snagged out of the air. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Buying some time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes the grab deep. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, LSU.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you've got receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Backed up now, here's second and long. On the move. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Bears are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. Trying to take it back. The tap. Touchdown, LSU. And they turn it into a defensive score.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Just feeds the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after taking a loss on that last run, a little bit of pressure right now for this offense on their own side of the field. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but this is a critical third down that they have to convert. They don't want to give the ball back and put the pressure on their own defense.
The Bears decide to punt it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. What a comeback this has been. They've just kept fighting and put themselves in position here, David.
This has been unbelievable, and once you get momentum going, a lot of times it's so hard to stop it. Palmer, this defense is reeling, and this offense is on fire.
Yeah, this offense, they just have this look right now like they can't be stopped because of all the success they've been having recently in this game. They're a completely different unit than what we saw at the beginning.
To the air, it's Flanagan. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. Rolling right and going deep. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early.
Deep shot for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. He leaves it with his back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the option. The pitch. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. A 3rd down try for the offense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab on the left. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. And the Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes they put you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Man, you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
I just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
Makes the catch. It's sacked. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Flanagan. Using the quick game. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking to throw again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Throws for the tight end. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Pocket breaking down. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. LSU now operating in the red zone. On 4th down, going to the air. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the 4th quarter and it's a 1-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra 1st down.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he splits the uprights, and we're tied in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic, He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Pope. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Bears line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Looking to throw, it's Flanagan. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Get the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on 3rd down, and life is much better. Turning it on. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They want to throw it. The quick out. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And really good job knowing I don't get in the end zone. I got to get close to the end zone, be ready to break on the football as soon as they throw it. I can't give up any yards after the catch, and they don't right there.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. It'll all be decided right here. Win or lose on this kick. He splits the upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent. Does a portal help level this out?